She faked a pregnancy to steal my wedding. Then blamed me for her miscarriage. What should have been the happiest day of my life turned into a never-ending nightmare. The wedding she hijacked. I, 29F, married the love of my life a few months ago. The ceremony was beautiful. The reception? A disaster, thanks to my sister-in-law, Dana, 32F. Right after our first dance, Dana snatched the mic and proudly announced that she was pregnant. Not a subtle whisper to the family, not a private moment. No. She hijacked the microphone like a game show host. "We're having a baby," she declared, grinning from ear to ear while my brother Kyle stood beside her looking equally shocked and confused. Guests started clapping, cheering, congratulating her. Suddenly, our wedding reception wasn't about us anymore. I was furious, but I didn't want to make a scene at my own wedding. I faked a smile. Gave her a stiff hug. Said congratulations through gritted teeth. But inside? I was livid. Dana's always been like this, an attention vacuum. She wore white to my engagement party, tried to advise on every wedding decision, and constantly made every family dinner revolve around her health or latest drama. Still, I never thought she'd stoop this low. After the wedding, I confronted her privately. She brushed me off with some nonsense about being so emotional she just had to share. Kyle, bless his naive heart, defended her, saying they'd been trying to conceive for years. I let it go. Not because I forgave her, but because I didn't want to ruin what was left of my wedding night. I thought that would be the end of it. Oh, how wrong I was. Studio microphone weeks passed. Dana's pregnancy became the new family obsession. But something didn't add up. No bump. No symptoms. No truth. And then, she made a mistake. The lie starts to crack. Weeks after the wedding, my life became background noise to Dana's fake pregnancy saga. My mom was gushing over baby names, my dad was assembling a crib, and Kyle, poor Kyle, was painting a nursery. I was shoved out of the spotlight, again. Fine. I could handle being ignored. But what I couldn't ignore was the growing mountain of inconsistencies. For someone supposedly 3 months along, Dana looked exactly the same. No bump. No nausea. No complaints about fatigue. And then came the kicker. At a family barbecue, I caught her sipping wine. I whispered to Kyle, "Is she supposed to be drinking?" He shrugged. She said her doctor said a little is fine. Right. Then she posted an ultrasound photo on Facebook. Except, it looked fake. Like one of those images you see in a Google search result. And sure enough, my husband found an app that generates fake ultrasound pics, and hers was identical to the sample image. It was becoming too obvious. I wanted to scream. But I kept quiet. Part of me still hoped, against all logic, that maybe I was wrong. Then, the universe threw a curveball. I found out I was pregnant. 4 months along now. We were ecstatic. But we didn't tell anyone. Not yet. Because I knew Dana would explode. She already stole my wedding. I had no doubt she'd try to ruin this too, accuse me of copying her, of stealing her spotlight. She'd go nuclear. So I wore baggy clothes. Dodged champagne. Smiled through it all while growing a life inside me, in secret. But secrets don't stay hidden forever. Studio microphone, then came the gender reveal party. Dana's moment of glory. But as the balloons popped and the crowd cheered, I saw her make one fatal mistake. The gender reveal meltdown. Dana's gender reveal party was like a royal coronation. A park full of decorations, catered food, and dozens of guests. All gathered to celebrate, a lie. She and Kyle popped a giant balloon, pink and blue confetti burst out. Twins, she squealed. A boy and a girl. Applause. Cheers. Gifts piling up by the minute. I stood there feeling sick. Watching this performance built on fiction. I wanted to believe maybe, just maybe, I was wrong. But then, I saw her pour herself a drink. Wine. In plain sight. That was it. I stepped forward. "Dana," I said loud enough for the crowd to hear. "Are you really drinking? While pregnant with twins? That far along?" Dead silence. She laughed nervously. "Just a sip." I didn't back down. "I don't believe you're pregnant at all." And with that, boom. Everything shattered. People gasped. My mom rushed toward me to hush me. Dana started crying. Carl just stood there, stunned. I doubled down. "I'm saying you're lying. You're not pregnant. You never were." Dana collapsed into a chair and broke down in hysterics. Then, between sobs, she admitted it. In front of everyone. She'd made it all up. She'd faked the ultrasound. Lied to everyone. Said she thought a pregnancy would save her crumbling marriage. She even admitted she planned to fake a miscarriage. Guests were furious. People snatched back their gifts. My parents were horrified. Carl looked like a man whose soul had left his body. That night, Dana begged me not to tell anyone else. Said she'd fake the miscarriage soon so the lie could quietly end. I told her she needed help, and I wasn't lying for her. Studio microphone, you'd think that would be the end of it. But no. Dana's web of lies hadn't finished unraveling, and she was about to drag us all down with her. Fallout and fury. After the chaos of the reveal party, things should have calmed down. But with Dana? Drama is inevitable. Kyle left her. Moved back in with our parents. He was heartbroken, betrayed, hollowed out. Dana tried to spin the story, blamed me for forcing her to confess. Claimed she was pregnant, but my confrontation caused her breakdown. Kyle demanded proof. She had none. What he did find? The fake ultrasound app still installed on her phone. Dozens of saved sonogram images. When he confronted her, she snapped, screamed, threw things, destroyed the nursery they'd built. That was it. Kyle filed for divorce. Dana fled across the country to stay with her parents, who at first believed her. Until we showed them the truth. The faked images. The confession. The wreckage. They were mortified. They cut her off financially. With some peace restored, I finally announced my real pregnancy to my family. They were overjoyed. My mom cried. Kyle hugged me, called my baby the light after the storm. It was a beautiful moment. One I'd been waiting months to have. But of course, Dana found out. She showed up to our house. Uninvited. Unhinged. She screamed through the door that I stole her spotlight. Accused me of being jealous. Said I copied her. I refused to open the door. After threatening to call the police, she eventually left. But that wasn't the end. We filed a report. We installed cameras. We warned the hospital ahead of time. Because Dana wasn't just unstable. She was dangerous. Studio microphone, I thought she couldn't stoop lower. I was wrong. Because on the day I gave birth, Dana pulled the most twisted stunt yet. Birth, lies, and restraining orders. Our baby girl was born a week later. Healthy. Beautiful. A moment of pure joy. But joy doesn't exist peacefully in Dana's world. On the same day I gave birth, she posted on social media, claiming she'd suffered a tragic stillbirth. Yes, still faking a pregnancy she'd already admitted was fake. Worse? She blamed me. She wrote that the stress from family members, me, caused her miscarriage. And some people believed her. I was in the hospital, recovering, feeding my newborn, while strangers sent me hateful messages. Baby killer. Jealous witch. Hope karma finds you. My husband and mom quickly corrected the record, and most people apologized. But the damage was done. And then Dana crossed the line again. She came to the hospital. Tried to get into the maternity ward to see her niece. Security stopped her at the door. We'd already warned the hospital. But she caused a full-blown scene in the hallway, screaming about how she deserved to hold her niece because she'd lost her own. She was banned from the hospital. Kyle's divorce was finalized that same week. Thank God. But Dana wasn't done. She began harassing me online. Made fake accounts. Left disgusting comments on my posts. Said I didn't deserve a child. Said I'd copied her. Called me a narcissist. We blocked every account. Then, my baby shower gifts were stolen. Someone smashed my husband's truck window and took every last present. We know it was Dana. No proof. But the timing? The motive? It reeked of her. We filed another police report. Upgraded our home security. Documented every message. Prepared for court. Then came the final straw. Dana sent threatening texts from an unknown number. Promised that bad things happen to babies. Said I shouldn't feel too safe. We confirmed it was her. And now? We're pressing charges. I've filed for a restraining order. Police are involved. The hospital is on alert. Dana was even placed on a 72-hour psych hold after breaking into Kyle's apartment and going on a rampage. She's now with her elderly grandmother, the only person still talking to her. She convinced the woman to change her will. Tried to steal from her too. Thankfully, other family members intervened. And finally, the storm is passing. Kyle is healing. He's the best uncle. My husband and I are thriving as new parents. Our daughter is surrounded by love and a fortress of boundaries. As for Dana? I don't hate her. But I won't ever let her near my family again. Not after everything she did. She faked a pregnancy. Hijacked my wedding. Tried to steal my baby's moment. And in the end, she lost everything. Some lies are too heavy to carry forever.